Tears of the Kingdom is a great game. It's one of the most expansive Zelda experiences that you can play in all of the franchise's history, but is the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game worth it? I'm going to play Tears of the Kingdom once again to answer that very question. So this is revisiting Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't need to buy that upgrade pack. But I didn't record the Great Sky Island because it's usually very linear and I didn't want to bore you with all of that, so we're starting where the story really begins. Pearl told me that I need to go find Haas at the end of this really long path, but I immediately got distracted by this shrine where I learned how to flurry rush. It's one step closer to... Anyways, I found Haas and we immediately found Zelda standing quite far away. Damn, you have good eyes. My thoughts exactly. I ran back to Pura, tell her the news, and then next thing I know, I'm being shot up into the sky. This game is still pretty. Who needs that upgrade pack? Amazing. Go to these spots. Okay. I will stay on task. Everyone is counting on me to save Hyrule from the forces of evil, and there's nothing that can stand in my... Whoa, what's that? This is where I remembered why I spent so much time playing Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom so much. It's because I keep on getting sidetracked like this. I make my way to this chasm, skillfully maneuvering around the gloom, and scare this man half to death while he's standing on the edge of the cliff. You can't just walk up behind someone who's standing on the edge of a chasm. Yeah, it's true. It looks like a long way down. I wouldn't want... Then I activated some light roots, fought some monsters, and spent 10 whole minutes climbing this one tree for absolutely no reason. My time would have been better spent doing literally anything else. There was no point in doing this. I think I was trying to ascend through the ceiling from the depths from the tree, but even then, why would I devote so much time into climbing this tree when it would have been so much easier to just warp out? I hope you're proud of yourself, me. 10 whole minutes that I'm never ever gonna get back. Anyways, I go back up to the surface, grab some more yellow, and find... I know exactly what to do with you. Aha! Now go meet your friend. Damn, I guess we'll do this old-fashioned way. Now why would you even need to pack all of this? And why didn't your friend come and get you when you were all alone? You might want to reconsider who you hang out with now. Now what to do next? Ooh, a shrine! Ooh, what's that? I do not feel like fighting those guys, so let's see if we can find another way around. I'm surprised they haven't spotted me. I feel like I'm on a stealth mission. No witnesses. What?
Nope. Nope.
Well, that's gotta be the worst way that could have went. Alright, this time I'm just gonna do this. I really love how this game allows for so much creativity. I mean, it really just lets you do anything, like stuff like this. Bye, suckers! Amazing. I saw this tower when I was up in the sky, so I decided to go and gain some more area before doing any of the story stuff. Alright, open up. And they said no. I'll just come back later and do this shrine, I guess. Every new shrine is either very clever and interesting to solve, or I can just do whatever and it still works. Either way, I'm having a good time. Okay, now why would the Zonai even need a device like this? I mean, it's fun to launch yourself with, but is that all they're used for? Like, what practical use does this really have? So who are you two? Town's top fighters? You've got to be kidding me. These guys? Yeah, I'll let you deal with that. I make my way back to the tower, and this is the first time I realize that you can use a fused stone weapon to break rocks. I've played this game before. How did I not know this? I'm glad that you can still find stuff to learn even after your first playthrough. Yo, Birdman! Wait a minute, your name is Bilson? That's crazy. That's like naming your daughter Nocelia after her big nose and having that be normal. Amazing. I really just want to take this moment right here to remind y'all to subscribe, like, follow, comment, all that jazz if you want to see more content. I want to try to make more videos coming summer, so just stay tuned for that if you're interested. Anyways, let's go check out this island. This is me in post-credits because this took forever to complete for some reason, but this was one of the most unique puzzles that I've ever solved in this game. but maybe it's because I had no idea what I was doing. So, yeah, there's that. I love how you're able to go from all the way in the sky to the bottom of the world without any loading screens or problems or nothing. That's just like the sickest thing it can do. Okay, maybe a little bit of a problem. There's a whole lot of nothing down here. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, hey, cool. It's like a cube monster. Like, oh, that's cool. Alright, let's see. How do I. Okay, what the. What? That was way too fast. Alright, watch this trick. It's about to be absolutely sick. Aha! You're not so good now. Alright, I'm just not gonna do this again. Let's get rid of these guys instead. Alright, there you go. Knock that one's armor off, and now I just gotta need to lock onto the other. Maybe I'm better off not fighting anything at all anymore. Okay, let me speed this up. For the next 20 to 30 minutes I spend in the depths, all amounts to absolutely nothing. I end up climbing another Lightfoot tree for no reason. Again! Literally ended up dying and giving up looking for more Lightroot trees. So let's move on to where things actually start happening again. I want to go to that tower in Zora's domain. Maybe then I can actually start progressing in the real story of the game instead of bumming around. This goop is absolutely disgusting. Let me just... That's better. Is that the freaking Death Star? Okay, no, but it does have a shrine in it. Okay, now let's make our way into Zora's domain. Wait, what? Blood Moon. It's lights out. Go away. Hello, Zora's domain. Yoha tells me all I need to know, and I immediately beeline to one of the best characters in Zelda lore.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Sidon! Anyways, he tells me about the goop and to go find this Giotto to help out. Anything for the best boy. Before that though, I did this shrine that took me an embarrassing long time to complete. I then meet up with Giotto, play some Misaki Yoichi Simulator, and go find King Dorephan. He gives me a cryptic message that I'm too lazy to figure out at the moment, and I complete one last shrine before calling it quits for today. So yeah, that was my first venture into Tears of the Kingdom, and so far I'm enjoying it. There's so much that I needed to cut out for the sake of keeping this video somewhat enjoyable, but overall I've been able to love this game once more, and I hope to continue it and not to forget to record it. Anyways, now that I've started my revisit into Tears of the Kingdom, do I need to buy that upgrade pack? I mean, that was the whole point of doing this to begin with. And I'd say no. As much as I'd love this game to be further optimized and look a lot better, I am perfectly content without needing to give $10 more to Nintendo. Though we are still only scratching the surface of what this game has to offer, so who knows if my opinion will change in the coming episodes. And if you want to be there when I do, subscribe and like and all that if you want to be notified when that comes out. Eventually. This has been Revisiting Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't need to buy that upgrade pack.